Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank you for attending this event. And thank you to the certified Soapstone mentors, producers, and contributors for keeping the Soapstone a safe place to laugh. Thank you to the Soapstone leads, Inspire Create Labs, The Unemployed Alcoholic, and of course, Meta Horizon Worlds for creating this wonderful world. In a world where laughter often goes unappreciated, one audience can still show the love by applauding the performers and hosts on stage. Award most entertaining points, while you earn most supportive points. And now you can also earn applause credits by performing, volunteering, and collecting those chuckle nuggets. But hurry, because the show starts in just a few minutes. Why did the robot sneeze? He had a virus. Why did the robot walk up the mountain? He thought it would be a hard drive. How do robots eat pizza? One bite at a time. What did the robot say to the audience? The show will start in less than 2 minutes. Welcome to the Soapstone Comedy Club. Please keep it clean and follow the house rules. Enjoy the show.
Welcome everybody to the Soapstone Comedy Club. Gather around the auditorium and get ready for some fantastic performances from comedians of all styles and walks of life. It's like a buffet where everything tastes funny. And welcome to the stage our amazing hosts. He's a punchline professor and one of the hosts of the Showcase Showdown. It's Mr. Legends. Never forget one of our Legend 1K Spotlight winners, comedian and host of the Level 99 comedy show in Staten Island, New York City. It's Big Wayne.
Hey. You made it.
This is the first time I had to commute to an online comedy show.
He messaged me like earlier. He was like, all right, the parking lot next to the job is closed. I have to commute. I will not be there in time. Or I was like, we were all waiting for you outside. Well, welcome everybody. Look at this room. Man, we've got all the good people here. At least 3 of you look like you're dressed like you lost a bet, but I'll take it. How you doing, Wayne?
I'm tired. That was exhausting. Very stressful. It's like an episode of MacGyver. I got in with 2 seconds left until detonation.
All right, so tonight, this is Soapstone Comedy Live. You're going to see real comedians, real jokes, real laughter, and absolutely no pants required. We are winning at life right now.
Yes.
And we did this so that we can all share a space for comedians to get together once in a while and do comedy and have some fun, right? We need this. Yes. I needed this. You needed this. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the great thing about comedy is that it's an all ships rise kind of thing. We're all supposed to support each other and push each other up, and why shouldn't that happen here too, right? So, this is a great community, and we should show that as often as we can.
Woohoo! Yes. Yeah. So, if you like this, remember, we want the comedians to have a good time too, because we want them to come back. So give some love. We have different people trying different stuff. Some of us will be trying some new material tonight. So we need you to encourage us. And at the end of the show, stick around a little bit too, because we do want some feedback, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I'm getting excited now. I want this to start. You want this to start?
Yeah, let's start
let's
it.
go.
Absolutely.
All right. So up first, we have someone that's been doing a bit of comedy here for a while. He's one of our regulars. Please make some noise for Stairmaster.
Hey, Soapstone, how's it going?
Good.
Let's go.
How are you?
Make some noise. How are we doing?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. You guys are alive. Now they sent me up here to ruin that completely. Hey, before I start, I'd like to give a little disclaimer. If I slowly moonwalk off the stage, it's not that I don't want to be here. I just have a very terrible case of stick drift. Stick drift is terrible. For the past week, I've been trying to play games, but my avatar keeps running like it's having a seizure. I don't know what's happening. Hey, it's okay. I'm allowed to make those types of jokes. I myself have epilepsy. But if I never came out and said I have epilepsy, everyone would have thought I was an asshole. And now everyone is like, wow, this guy is still a complete asshole. Guys, I'm not unemployed. I'm self-employed at disappointing my parents. Unemployment is wild because my schedule is completely free and I still get absolutely nothing done. They say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy pizza, and that's basically the exact same thing at my age.
Right.
And it's not like I'm bad with money. I just don't have enough to be good with. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm one unnecessary purchase away from an OnlyFans account right now. It's not sexual, it's survival at this point. I do college online. Nothing like getting an education that costs thousands of dollars, and the classroom is my bed. It's kind of funny when you think about it, because online school has turned professors into podcasters with zero editing skills. Yeah, that's like Joe Rogan, but instead of a cool guest, it's the same biology PowerPoint from the 90s. Things have changed. Me dropping out is just me disconnecting from a Zoom call and not joining back. It's simple. You know, online college is the only place where you can be present, absent, and...
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, did I crash?
That was the
We're still
college
here.
Wi-Fi.
We're still here. Hey, but yeah, I'm $30,000 in debt for a degree I earned in my pajamas. When I graduate, they're not handing me a diploma. They're just going to email me a PDF and say, "Congratulations, you technically tried." I've been trying to do more comedy, you know, inside and outside of VR. But I love performing in VR mainly. Yeah, I love performing in VR because it's the only place where people can stare at you like they're planning a hostile takeover while actually just eating Cheetos in their underwear, you know? Hey, I know some of you
I'm not wearing
have
any
pants on in
clothes.
here. Lizard.
I'm not wearing any clothes.
Oh,
No
wow.
pants, no shirt, no problem.
VR bodies are wild. In real life, I'm built like a question mark. In VR, I'm a Greek statue with a cowboy hat. My real life posture is like I've accepted defeat. I'm starting to look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings over here. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, VR gives people way too much power because in real life, if you say something awkward, you have to live with it. But in VR, you can mute, world hop, boom, brand new identity right there. You guys have no idea how many times I should have been canceled by now. Speaking of being canceled, yeah, I know everyone gets real nervous when the comedian brings something like this up. What does that mean? It's hard to talk in today's world because having a conversation in 2026 is like trying to defuse a bomb in a movie. Every sentence, I'm like, okay, wire.
Uh-oh.
oh.
He explode?
We've all done it though. We have all started a sentence confident and ended it whispering.
Because we're white.
Talking in 2026 isn't a conversation anymore.
Sorry.
It's a hostage negotiation with vocabulary. One wrong word and everyone's like, and Twitter's like, drop the opinion and back away slowly or we will completely destroy you.
That's the Soapstone stage.
Yeah, so if I get canceled tonight, it won't be for what I said. It'll be for forgetting to apologize mid-sentence. You know? Hey, thank you, Soapstone. It's been real
That was
fun.
good.
Oh,
Yes,
Master.
30 grand can't get a decent Wi-Fi either.
Master! What a way to start. I love this.
You know, as a 300-pound man, I consider myself a stair novice.
I mean, Stairmaster, the name of something that leads nowhere. That's a perfect for a comedian, right? Yes, escalators. I'm afraid of those, though, because if you trip in an escalator, it goes up. You're tripping for a long time, you know, before you brings you back up.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
That's if your feet stay attached.
Yes.
Why do I feel like these jokes are directed at me?
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was like, he's like, damn you.
Only one.
Do you think you have like elevators for that, you fancy man?
Yeah, unless you get stuck in one.
All right, speaking of, I think we should climb and keep going for the rest of the evening. We have next somebody that likes comedy so much that she has a tattoo of Bo Burnham on her arm. That's serious.
He wasn't even funny.
Yeah, it's a true story. She
Bo
has.
Burnham wasn't even funny.
She,
I'm just kidding.
don't say that.
Psycho.
Don't say that to Psycho. She'll murder you. She has hair half green, half pink, and fully don't care. Make some noise for Sako.
Hi, hello. Let's be professional. Look at that looks smooth. Hi guys, happy Sunday. The weekend came and went, very much like most of my Tinder dates, but let's move on. I moved house a couple of months ago and I am still exhausted. Now, I tried to move everything myself, but it turns out that I have the upper body strength of a wilted salad left in the sun. So I hired some movers and they were amazing. These guys, they my God, my Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh,
It's
no.
that college Wi-Fi
no.
too. The same dorm.
Taco. Yep.
Clear.
In the eyes of an angel. For only 99 cents, you can save a Sako.
Oh no!
For only $5.99, you can save a Sako.
Yes. Oh no, we'll wait just a little bit to see if he comes
And
back.
you guys gotta sing "In the Eyes of an Angel."
Can somebody
All right.
check if we can see her as being online right now or not? Maybe
She
in
was
Did
the-
you say
literally
ass?
like-
Did you say
She
see
was
her
like
ass?
acknowledging the
Oh.
death of her Wi-Fi in real time.
Yeah. That was
Oh
crazy.
no, she
It was
said
like,
it.
"My
She went like
Wi-Fi,
no, and
no,
vanished. Is that it?
And then
Yeah.
stabbed her
Basically.
Wi-Fi in the heart 20 times.
My
Oh, no,
Wi-Fi is not.
Now the coin is gonna stay there for a while, I believe, right?
It says home. When I check and see if she's online, it says at home.
At home? Oh, that
In
means
the
so
I
she
think she dropped.
Of an
Well, sure, I'm
angel.
glad we're not recording.
with if it's yes. Yeah, 7 minutes of a spinning coin, you know, that's
All right, should we shuffle the order then?
sure, I don't
Shuffle,
mind.
shuffle,
If she
shuffle.
come back, we can give her the spot again, of course.
I would
There's no-
move her
Pivot.
to audience, but I can't move a coin.
Can somebody
Yes.
put her in a drink machine? Is that?
Yes.
Is there a cabinet of Dig Dug in the building?
All right. Oh, okay. Well,
Wait, maybe?
It doesn't work on coins. I don't think it's going
Oh,
to.
it doesn't work
No,
on
it doesn't
coins?
work.
Okay. All
We
right,
just
well,
get to
then we'll
point at
just
it now.
move right along, okay? Pretend I did something funny that's based on something she said. And bring up our next comedian. Wow, you guys are a great crowd. You all know him. You all love him. He is the winner of the 1K Spotlight. He is the host of the Comedy Showdown on Monday nights. He's also a master of observational humor. Please give it up for Mr. _Legends.
Mr. Legends.
Thank you. Thank you for that underscore. That's my wife right there. Yes. Yeah. She's
Get a room.
she's got all of the energy. Last time I asked her to spice our life a little bit, she threw paprika at my face. So you know what I'm doing. So, I love those magical moments when people get a little uncomfortable. That's my thing, right? Which is also very practical because there's a lot of them, right?
Yep.
That moment when a douchebag at the gym makes eye contact while squatting. That moment when you sit
Looks
on a
like
warm
speaking of
toilet.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, that moment when you sit on a warm toilet and realize you're sharing heat with someone else's butt. Right? That moment where the dentist's chest is getting way too close to your face, right? Those are magical moments. One of my favorite one is that moment in yoga class where downward facing dog becomes backward towing camel. I love that. Now, awkward moments like this, that makes life worth telling on stage. That's my thing. That's what I like, looking at things and finding the silly. Very simple things. For example, fruit. Bananas. Bananas are the most sexual fruit. It makes people uncomfortable, and that's why it's my favorite fruit. Look at it. It's already curved. Obviously, it's perfect. It's shaped like, well, you know what it's shaped like, right? And ironically, it's much more hard and firm when it's younger, and it becomes more and more soft as it gets old. You can't make this up. It's a perfect representation.
Oh my
God.
There's a reason why they call it a banana hammock, right? God made every other fruit round and went to the banana and said, let's see how uncomfortable I can make lunch now. Now think about it. The banana is the only fruit that has foreplay built in by design. You literally have to undress it slowly, layer by layer, for it to finally be ready to be eaten, right? Let's be real. There's
in your mouth.
Sorry, I had to. There's no possible way to not look a little awkward holding a circumcised piece of fruit in public.
Oh my
We're not buying
God.
bananas no more.
But in awkwardness lies power, right? Every woman knows the power of eating a banana in front of men, of course, right?
Oh, jeez.
One bite, and every guy in the 30 feet radius forgets how to breathe. But my favorite part is how most men can't eat banana around other men. I like that. Yeah, no man has ever slowly savored a banana in public. They just eat it like they're destroying evidence. So
I just shove it in peanut butter and put it in my mouth.
Yes. Oh boy. That's OnlyFans.
Boy.
So it's funny how most men are uncomfortable with so many things, right? And one of them is the prostate exam, of course. By far, one of my favorite moments of awkwardness. Like, last time I went, I barely put a foot in the room, and the nurse tells me to strip down and put the hospital gown on. 5 seconds later, I realized she meant after she leaves the room. Oh, right. Details are important. And that's already awkward. We're not even at the pre-clench phase, So I just put on the hospital gown on, the one that's business in the front and moon landing in the back. Yes. The nurse says, I'm not in a rush for this to happen. And the nurse says, just be patient. The doctor will be right in. I'm like, yes, he will. You're not helping. So I awkwardly wait for the doctor to arrive and knock on a door that usually opens from the other side, if you know what I mean.
No.
Now, the room is always too cold, too, right? I want to be prepared for what's coming. But it's hard to feel confident when your nipples are actually harder than your... Oh, and there's the doctor that comes in, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yes, just at the right time, of course. So the doctor walks in with his kit of, Diddy essentials. He lubes his finger. And, he lubes his fingers. You heard that right. I got 2 for 1 special that day. Yeah, lucky me. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling stupid jokes because I'm nervous. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, we just met. At least you should buy me dinner first. Ha, ha, ha. Just trying to stall. I'm just trying to stall. Now, he goes, don't worry. You won't feel anything. I'm like, really? Pardon me. Unless you got your medical license at Hogwarts School of Wizardry, I doubt you can pull off that trick. Yes. It's not like you're just going to go, insertus probius. You know? No. He says, just relax. I'm like, no. That won't happen while you have your fleshy wand up my chamber of secrets. No. Now, he told me to bend over and think of something relaxing. So I thought of a beach. And now I can't go to beaches anymore. There's not really any good place to look during a prostate exam either. Like, if you look at him,
In his eyes.
you're making it weird. Yeah, if you look at him, you're making it weird. But if you close your eyes, you're making it romantic somehow. I mean, this. And you really shouldn't attempt small talk during a prostate exam either. But Dr. Butterfingers here couldn't help himself, So he said he just casually is just and then he's telling me, he's just asking me, so how's your day going? I'm like, well, it was better 2 fingers ago, but I mean, but I didn't let the awkwardness beat me. See, I wasn't prepared for that extra finger, but he wasn't ready for my extra moaning, so I win. Now, afterwards, he asked me if I wanted a lollipop. I said, no thanks. I've had my share of awkward eye contact for today. So let me leave you with a little piece of advice. No matter how awkward life gets, before you point your finger at someone, remember that the roles can be reversed and the situation could have been much, much more awkward. I'm Mr. Legends. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, that was great. Like, come back down and congratulate yourself.
Thank you. Very traumatized. I'm glad that everybody's laughing at my traumatizing experiences. It's amazing.
Each bit in that set gave me a little flashback to college. From the bananas to the.
Well, I never went to college, but now I'm disappointed. I wish I would have. Yes. Instead, I have clean socks.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Keep going. I'll be back.
Off and on? Oh, okay. All right. Keep going, he says.
That's a nice choice of words. Jeez.
Sorry, didn't mean to throw you under the bus. My headset thingy went all weird. All right. So,
okay.
Yeah, keep going is not what I told my doctor, by the way. If you like that story, I can give you an example. It's fairly simple.
Okay.
All right. Did you turn around? I was about to put my little Wayne into your big Wayne. That's what was going to happen. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. Soapstone After Dark. Here we go.
Yes. We'll have to watch the stage after this. We need to bring out the Zoom.
Steven, could you reset the mic, please?
Sorry about that. See, this is not rehearsed, people. That's how you know it's not rehearsed. So, I think we're all ready to keep going.
Yeah, we're ready.
Next up is a veteran of the Soapstone, host and judge for the 1K Comedy Spotlight, a.k.a. Showcase Showdown, a.k.a. used to be called Mork Mondays. Everybody knows his name. Show some love for Mork is my name.
Thank you, gentlemen. Give it up for Big Wayne and the legend himself. Oh my God, people. Jesus. How do you follow medical trauma? I think there's a lot of like if you don't have your own weird like it was broken in 3 places and it looked like the letter Q in story from a hospital. Are you even living life? I mean, it's not like I had Johnny Knoxville leading me cockeyed into the world so I could come back and be like, I got a shotgun blast to the face. It was awesome. But my generation was the one responsible for being the forerunners for all of that chaotic chaos. I mean, face first in 300 miles an hour and survive so that when we see our kids doing crazy shit like that, we can go, maybe not. I have experience. Do you see the Swiss cheese face? You got a perfect face. Yeah, let the genetics do the talking for you. Give me that stupid thing you're trying to do. I was blessed. My kid grew up without being an idiot. It's magic to me because I knew that like having just the Mork monocle, you were going to end up having some kind of just absolute befallment, lose a limb, have a real interesting story about how you adopted a bobcat, We're a bunch of weird redneck people, so of course there's going to be chaotic stories like that. But I just started having flashbacks of the last time I got convinced that I needed to go to see medical treatment. I'm one of those people, like, people are like, you need to go see the hospital. I'm like, I'd rather die. Do you know people die at hospitals?
That way.
You know that doctors are scary? Especially when they see like 10,000 people a day, and then you go in there and you're like, I'm scared for my life. That bed smells like death. I don't want to be here. And then they set you down. You got like a sprained ankle, but you're already like writing your last will and testament at like 12. The doctor will be in shortly. And I'm an idiot, so I make bad decisions. What? Me? The blue guy? Yes, baby. I make horrible decisions. It's the only way I learn. Can't do it proactively, like educating myself. No, I got to fall face first at 200 miles an hour, like I said, down every downgrade, and then hopefully stand up and go, I'll climb up again and we'll give it another try. I don't know what happened, but we'll do it again. I feel motivated. I lost all sensation of taste and sight on this side, but I feel like if I get up there again and do the exact same thing, what's the definition of insanity? Do I look like a dictionary? Climb. I got a tattoo for incredibly cheap. It was for a bag of weed. And I had my own apartment, so I thought I was in charge and I knew what I was doing. You're in that magical age between 19 and 26 where you know everything. So quick, get out on your own and get an apartment and get a full-time job and put yourself into that meat grinder because you know better, right? I get this tattoo from somebody who totally had a clean needle, who was absolutely a reputable tattoo artist, who absolutely knew what he was doing. Don't mind the repetitive stress injury. I'm telling the truth. I can't even say it with a straight face. How do you tell a story about making dumb moves, man? I had smoked with this fella. I met him and his girlfriend that day. Found out he had a tattoo gun. Really? The same way that like the dude busts out the guitar at the party and you're like, why do you have that? Like somebody wants it. Like I'm sure no one does. I don't trust you with it. How do I know that I'm going to walk away feeling like it was a good decision to have you here? I know everybody can play Green Day. Get the hell out. But this tattoo artist, he literally was doing his best. And he showed me some of the work on himself and his girlfriend. What other sources do I need, right? Both of those people are made of meat. I'm made of meat. They got tattoos on their meat. Let's do it. So I got like a Grim Reaper in the guise of like, Powell skateboarding. Anybody skateboard when they were kids, decided they don't need functioning knees in their 40s? Anybody?
Oh, sorry.
Who says I need to go upstairs? I used to be able to kind of try an ollie when I was in my 10s. Stupid. I got the tattoo. It was supposed to be the Grim Reaper. It looked like Powell skateboarding logo. So he's like coming out of a circle, and about halfway through, the guy got heroin shakes. Couldn't finish the scythe blade. Yeah. Talk about, maybe I need to take a step away. You're like, are you sure? And he's like, I'm like, yeah, you take a step away. Bring that fur bearing razor blade back over to my skin again. Terrify me. He's like, let's go. So I finished the rest of the tattoo. That's right. I'm an amateur tattoo artist. How much experience do I have? About 12 minutes. And I finished the blade. And the blade goes right across the bone in the leg down there, calf, and then there's bone. For people that don't know, apparently I'm singing Irish. Your tattoo, when it goes across bone, hurts like hell. So I did that, and regretted my entire life. Like I did that and saw the flashback through my entire life history. Like all the universal flashes and everything. Pee just a little bit. Finished the tattoo like a gentleman. Just absolutely went around the borders. Now, how was I supposed to know this thing was going to get like infected on a medical emergency level, right? No. When one leg was normal and the other leg looked like it was just missing out on like my 300-pound life, you know? It was like a stunt double for the left side of somebody trying. Oh. It got so bad I couldn't even bend that leg. And I was still at home going, everything's fine. That's perfectly normal. Everything's great. Look at my tattoo. And then finally people came over to my house and like that one like stray dog, you know, like those Facebook videos where you see like a dog or a deer stuck in a fence and these two idiots are like, I'm going to help, get kicked in the face 3 times before they peel the thing out of there. Bambi's going to live on. He's our puppy now. I'm like, it's fine. You know, my body's like, it's really not. I had things that looked like pustules on my leg. I'm not going to go too far into detail because it was really bad, and they were cleaning them. I had a buddy of mine. She was a nurse. She would kick the door in at like 7 o'clock in the morning, like she was trying to wrangle a pig, and she was right. As soon as she kicked the door open, just like running around, kicking and knocking everything over. My voice is so deep I can't squeal like a pig. I almost killed myself just now. My throat tried to do a flip and backfired. I'm a pig. You know. She gets me down. She gets a sterile sponge and a bunch of like, you know, basically like high grade rubbing alcohol. Kind of stuff that would get you lit as, you know, in a fix like in an apocalypse movie. And she like the only thing she didn't do was set me on fire, but she worked that leg and all the infected area. And it didn't change anything. So like one day, like I'm sitting there minding my own business. Finally, leave me alone, you death merchants. I don't want anybody scrubbing my leg. And this is all from the mind of somebody who clearly should be going to the hospital, right? I'm probably delirious at this point. I'm like, do I really need to go? And Mickey Mouse is sitting next to me. The infection's in my brain. You don't need to go anywhere you don't want to. Huh? I'm like, I see, Mickey knows. Don't argue with Disney people. They will buy you. So as I'm sitting there having my conversation, you know, with the magical world, my friends kick the door open and I'm like, ugh! So I get back up against the wall like Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. And they're like, listen, we're not going to take you anywhere. We're not going to do anything mean to you. You want to go get some burgers? You want to go get something to eat? We can go to the arcade. We'll go up to the Cross and hang out, smoke a joint. It'll be great. You want to come out, get out of the house. You've been at home for like a couple of weeks. And I was like, yeah. So I try to put on a pair of pants. That don't work when you've got like a 36 and a 47. You know what I'm saying? Like the pants, I couldn't even get it up over the cankle. Like that's how bad it was. And I was like, has my life really gotten this bad? And then I slipped shorts on both. I'm like, oh, I'm counting. I get outside. We get in the van, and it's true. They do all of this stuff for me. We go out, we get burgers, we get milkshakes as much as I want. We go to the arcade out there at the beach, like right at the end of the spot where I grew up. We do all that stuff, and it's gorgeous, right? And about halfway through this day of like, you know, smoking on the beach and having burgers and doing all this cool stuff, I start to feel like a Labrador that's going to go, you know? I start to feel like, you know, we took Champ out and he had such a good time and had some burgers and went to the beach. We love our furry baby. And I'm like, what the hell's happening? So we get in, we're in the van, we're parked somewhere. It's nighttime now. We're all just relaxing and having a good time. And I'm talking in the back like an idiot because, of course, I do, because what else do I do? That's what I'm literally paid for. But I'm sitting there having a good time with my friends, and I look out the window, and in this one flash moment, I notice a bright neon blue cross. Okay? Blue crosses, especially lit up ones like that, are usually attached to hospitals. So as my brain is literally doing that, bung, 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 bung,
I'm in a hospital parking lot.
I try to get up and turn around and kick the back door of these van open. Escape, fatty, you must flee. And I kick the door open, and just so you know, my cousin is driving. And if you don't know, if I haven't said it enough, my cousin is like 6'8", about 280 pounds. He's been doing kung fu since he was like 6 years old. So he like instant transmissions like Goku. And I'm like, oh! And I'm midair, mind you. I kicked the back door open and was like, whoa, to like get out of this van. He catches me in midair. And then over his shoulder, he proceeds to walk me into the hospital with like 3 bouncers. Everybody in the car got out like a bank robbery movie. Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, all in slow motion. They kick the hospital emergency doors open. They sit on me in the waiting room. Someone else is filling out my freaking paperwork. Okay. This giant blonde Scandinavian woman comes and scoops me up. Comes me. Like when you know you're going to get spanked as a child. Walking through the hallways. They get me. She doesn't even give me a kiss. Say she's going to be there for me afterwards. She grabs me by the back of the neck and bends me over a table and scoots the boot down so that my cheeks are just a little bit exposed. Not necessarily a quarter slot, but you're definitely going to put a bill in there of some kind, right? That's just that amount of weight. She grabs a needle. She says, no, it's just fit. And wow, hits me in the cheeks with this god hand of a needle. I saw the gleam of it like an anime katana just like come out of. Are you going to put that in the entirety of my. Go straight to the bone. I stand up. I've got a single tear coming out of my cheek. She said something and giggled. That's all I remember from that exchange. And then she handed me a lolly, which I took, Mr. Legends. Thank you very much. Someone hands you a lolly. That's the only thing that's going to be my embarrassment coming out of there. Because I walked out like a kid. Like I said, they got it. I'm like rubbing my butt. And they're like, are you okay? With the sucker in my mouth. People, if your friends ever pick you up, just know if they do a bunch of wonderful stuff for you and they keep talking about stuff coming, just know that you're about to get shot in the ass. All right, I'm telling you right now. And if you get shot in the ass, it's on you. Because I was gullible enough. Well, no, I got subdued. But you got to be quicker than I am, people, because I love you. And that is my time. I'm glad y'all are here.
Dear Lord, make some noise for Mark is my name. And if you like stories like that, make sure to come at the Showcase Showdown. Dear Lord, it's like watching an action movie, a comedy special, and hot sauce all wrapped up in one. It's amazing. Wow.
You know, I almost ended up in the hospital yesterday. I had food poisoning, and I have this thing where I can't throw up, so I just like violently heave until all the blood vessels in my face break. And so I have 2 bloodshot eyes and a swollen face that you can't see right now. But
send me a picture.
But
it's amazing.
But yeah, I did. I sent them a picture, and my friend, Mr. Legend says, you look like your face was on fire and you put it out with a shovel.
Oh my God! Mr. Sensitive, Jesus!
And then I was at a comedy club this afternoon, and everybody's looking at me, and I felt like a lot of pressure to it. Like, so I was on stage, and I was like, all right, you're probably wondering why I look like David Carradine after he died. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
So yeah, I think
like
this is
cat.
my life. I mean, I'm kind of worried I might have a stroke, but then my dad's probably gonna write jokes about me. So preview. Whoops.
Dear Lord.
Oh, I should probably. Yeah. All right, you ready for the next guy?
I think we are. That's amazing. I still have the picture. I'm gonna frame that picture.
Please do not.
All right, so next up, we have somebody hilarious, one of our 1K Spotlight winners, and somebody who redefines the word stand-up comedy. Give it up for DJ Tiger!
Yeah! Yeah!
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm kind of jealous of Stairmaster. He's a Stairmaster. I look at him and go, I hate you, because my legs don't work. But I mean, that's fine. For those of you that don't know, my name's DJ Tiger, but I have cerebral palsy, which means my legs are like Jello. They just sit there and shake a while, and you can do things with them, and it really doesn't matter. I am a transformer. They just ran out of money on the second half. But I digress. I'll put it that way. Honestly, I tried walking up an escalator one time. It wasn't a good experience. My pant leg got caught. I was in my chair at the time. It dragged me out of my chair, and my own chair rolled over top of me. And now I know what it feels like to actually be roadkill. So I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that. I am married. I got married in October. We got married on October 30th. Goddess is 1925 is my wife. And I love my wife, but she has dyslexia, so every time she sees me walk backwards, which is a rare occasion, she screams, "Run!" And I'm like, that's really not good because I don't make it very far, but I watch Forrest Gump a lot and I try. I just felt like running. But I literally just sit there and eat chocolate. I'm not fat. I'm just big bone. My mama said I could. But I love my wife because she has her English is not her first language. Hebrew is her first language. So she says things, and I understand that we've been together for 4 years. It's like the other day she said, "Honey, we're out of toilet papers." I'm like, "Toilet papers, honey? No, you mean rolls of toilet paper?" No, I mean paper toilet. Damn it, no, I mean toilet papers. I'm like, "Honey, it's rolls of toilet paper." And she's like, "No, it's like the guy at for technical support. Hello, how are you? Thank you for calling. Do you have the toilet papers? I'd like to know." But I mean, it just like you say it over and over again, and it doesn't work. It's like me power diving into bed. Eventually, something's gonna fall, and it's not gonna be fun at the end. Now I feel bad for Mr. Legends. I almost want to bring him back out here because. I'm 44, so it's time for my colonoscopy. And I'm like, are you guys going to do this in my chair? Because you're not sticking that pole up my ass. I'll guarantee you that. I don't care how much, scotch and snake venom you give me. You better knock my ass out when you do that crap, because I will get up and walk. It'll be a living for Jesus miracle. I'll part the freaking sea in the bedroom. I'll do what I gotta do. I'll pick up Moses' staff and crack you in the dome. So they're like, no, it's gonna be fine. The hardest thing is the prep. Okay, let me explain something. When they say the hardest thing is the prep, understanding drinking something that's gonna make you go to the bathroom for the next 6 years is not something you want to look forward to. The name of this medicine is Go Lightly. That is the only thing you do not do. Okay? So I have this bottle of Go Lightly, and you're supposed to mix it with Gatorade over 4 hours. And you have to drink the entire bottle. But you have to start by taking 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 suppositories.
Fuck no.
I'm like, I'm out. No. I pooped one time. You know the little bouncy ball that you had when you were a kid? That came out of my butt. I'm like, I was wondering where that was. Jeez. Like, I pooped so long. My toilet got bored. It was like, can you please give me a moment to breathe? I literally felt bad because the seat went up when I stood up. But anyway, so I do the prep, and I'm literally, I feel like I'm sleeping on the commode because you have the toilet, you're sitting on the toilet. I have my pillow here, and they say you have to, stay hydrated during the whole thing. And you can eat lightly. I don't want to eat or do anything. I don't want to move because I feel like I do. I'm going to blow a hole through my floor because I've been pooping, for like 9 hours. Even the dog's like, "Man, can you go outside?" Yeah. I mean, geez, for God's sake, my house smelled like a litter box. My cat was like, "No, No! I thought it was my wife screaming my name, but it was my cat begging me to stop. I mean, for real. So I go in the next morning and they have everything prepped and they go, lay on this table. I go, I'm 5'9", 240 pounds. I'm bigger than that metal thing. How the hell am I going to lay on it? The doctor, who is skinnier than I am, who looks like Mr. Wu from the Chinese Kung Fu series, is going to help me get on the table. Nope. Didn't happen. He goes to help me, and I end up on the floor. I'm like, well, this is good. Well, now we have a new understanding of how this colonoscopy is actually going to happen. So I'm like, can we just do it down here? Will the pole reach? You know, I'm pretty sure we can just go from here. No, they bring the nurses in. Make a big deal. The white guy on the floor laying in the crippled position going, get me out of here! My wife's in the other room trying not to laugh, but instead laughing hysterically, going, ha ha! And that was my wife, by the way. But, so they get me back up on the table. Now, they go, I would like you to bend in the letter C. And I'm like, I just fell on the freaking floor. I can't bend anything. So they bend my body, and all you hear is, I sounded like I needed a whole can of WD-40, for God's sake. So the doctor sprayed the WD-40. Everything was fine. But I digress. And so they get me in the proper position, and they start the IV. Now, I hate needles. But they did this in such a way. The nurse was so good. She was like, one of Charlie's Angels or something. She walked in the room. I'm like, hi. And she goes, hi. I'm like, you're done? Jeez, that's never happened before. And all of a sudden, I'm in Care Bear land, Smurf land. You know, I'm just happy as I can be talking to Care Bears. Pikachu! You know, Pokemon are everywhere. You know, I'm just sitting there. And the next thing I know, I wake up and the procedure's over with, and I'm laying there, and I remember my legs going, that was awkward. We've never been that way before. And we'll never been that way again because we're over here standing up against the wall. I'm like, wait a minute. One of these things does not belong here. You know, this Sesame Street episode is not supposed to happen. So the nurse comes over. She goes, everything went fine. By the way, you have a lot of air and it's going to pass. I'm like, you mean burn burn? She goes, no, I mean like an Evinrude chainsaw. The second she says that, I farted so hard, my heart monitor went. Like, you cannot know that you fart that loud and actually mess up machinery. The doctor came in to check, like, oh my God. Oh, he farted. It's fine. So I go to leave. I get in my chair. And when you fart in a chair, it sounds like a trumpet with a muffle on it. You know, I'm just letting them go to the car. I'm in the elevator. You know, my wife's with me. You know, and I'm just, you know, there's all the anime shows I can think of. You know, Dragon Ball Z, Kamehameha. And it's just, I'm getting all these looks from people like, oh my God, was it you? I'm like, look, if you had a 15-foot Chevy pole shoved up your ass, you'd probably fart too. Thank you guys so much. That's my time. I'm DJ Tiger 42. I love you.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah.
Make some noise for DJ Tiger.
Woo!
man, I have to finish laughing before coming on stage. Now, I know my wife loves your comedy, too. I could see her name tag light up the whole time. It's amazing. Man, but I don't know what to do, a standing ovation or a sitting approval. I mean, I want to repeat it.
Either one will work.
Yes. Is that funny, honey? She doesn't laugh at my jokes like that usually. She's on good behavior right now because I feed her. That was amazing.
Bet you do.
By the way, next Sunday is going to be DJ Tiger's opening for his comedy club. We can talk about that after the show for anybody interested. I'm glad for you. That's amazing. You are so funny, man. Yes. So funny. I was so excited when I knew that he was going to come here tonight. So, to finish the evening, we have a man whose career has been growing fast this year. He's one of the winners of the 1K Comedy Spotlight. He also hosts and performs at the Level 99 Comedy Show in Staten Island. And this summer, June 6th, he's going to be hosting and performing at the 2,000 seats St. George Theater in New York City. Give it up for my co-host and friend, the one and only Big Wayne.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Wombat. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I got booked on this big show, and I've only been doing this a little over a year. It's really, really exciting. To celebrate my 1-year anniversary, I actually got I don't need that. I actually got a tattoo right here of the logo of the first show that I ever did. You know, that was my way of commemorating like what an amazing journey this has been. And the only issue with that is that the logo of this comedy show is a bright neon green smiling map of Staten Island. So I am like the most Italian Guido Death Eater right now, except when I put my wand on it, it just summons Gabagool, you know. So also when I get blood drawn, it makes an amazing commentary on the state of the opioid epidemic in Staten Island. It's been a crazy year so far. A lot of you know that my wife lost her dad, Jack, and I love to pay tribute to him by telling this story. So right before he got ill, we used to take him. I mean, every Saturday we would take him to his favorite restaurant, and we took him one Saturday, and there's this big, huge party, and it's the dining room's closed. So the maitre d' comes over, and they're apologizing, and there's just rainbows everywhere. It turns out it was this big, huge lesbian birthday party, and they were the sweetest people as can be. And they let us stay, and I immediately started to panic because my father-in-law was an 86-year-old Staten Island white man with dementia, so we really weren't sure about what was going to come out of his mouth, and I felt a little bad. I felt a little bad not giving him the benefit of the doubt, but the wait staff that waited on him every Saturday, they also felt it too, because those rainbow decorations disappeared from the table they set for us they with a quickness. So we're having dinner, and the whole room is rainbows except for the one colorless void in the corner. I felt like the villain in the Care Bears movie. You know, the one that's stealing all the color from the world. And everything's going fine. Again, sweetest people. The decorations were great. It really seemed like a cool party. They were wearing their best vests for the occasion. So, you know, they paid us no mind except for, you know, the occasional Care Bear stare. And we're having dinner and everything. And then the birthday girl comes to check on us. And my father-in-law raises his glass to her. I was like, oh, how nice. So, you know, that's not so bad. Her partner walks by. He raises his glass to her. Birthday girl walks by again. My father-in-law grabs her by the vest. I was like, whoa, Jack, what are you doing? He's like, these freaking waitresses won't refill my drink. It's a true story. Rainbow decorations and all, but they were so sweet. I mean, honestly, the most wonderful act of kindness I've ever been a part of. So I don't know where they are now, but oh, that was such a great day. I am not dealing with this cold very well. I mean, it's a good callback to Mr. Legend's banana story, but everything's tricky. As a heavier man, people say like, well, you have more layers. As I know, it doesn't work like that. I have more surface area. I feel cold more than everybody else. And my dog hates it too. Like I have a little Shih Tzu, and we try to take him outside to go to the bathroom, and he'll go outside and he puts two paws out, and then after a few seconds I get this. and then a few more seconds I get this. And then he just keeps rotating which foot is cold until he can't figure out which foot is the coldest, and then his brain just shuts down and he just starts spinning in circles, and we have to go back inside. And I can't even get her. I know he's a good boy. He's right here actually.
Puppy.
And I drive an EV, and they're terrible in the snow. Nobody told me that when I bought it, and it's kind of similar because when it snowed, I went up the hill by my house, and it has this system where it tells you like which tire is slipping so that you can adjust. So there's like, first it was the front right tire, then it was the left tire, then it was the rear tire, then the whole all-wheel drive system shut down and it just started spinning out of control. So just like my dog. Right before the snowstorm came, we flew out to Ireland. I guess when my father-in-law passed, my wife wanted to like go visit the homeland, and we weren't sure we were going to get off the ground. I mean, we have 3 major airports in the New York City area. JFK closed, LaGuardia closed, but the janitor at Newark, New Jersey was like, "We'll get you there." I think he was also the air traffic controller. So we made it to Ireland fine. That was a lot of fun. Getting home, we made it fine. They're very obsessed with death over there. At least the old men are. Because we met so many wonderful people, but we met this cute little old man, Johnny, and we're like, "Johnny, you got to come visit New York one day." And he goes, "Oh no, lad, my next big trip is to the pearly gates or the fires below." I was like, "Damn, Johnny, like that's dark."
Damn.
and that happened several more times. They're so sweet, but they're well aware that their end is near. So the final bar we went to before we came home, there was this table of old men, and you could tell they've been at that table every night for the last God knows how many years, right? So I went over to the table, I introduced myself, said, "Hey, my name's Wayne, I'm from New York City, this is my last night in Dublin, let me buy you gentlemen around." And they go, "Oh no, lad, please don't, no." And I was like, "Oh no, I insist, I want you guys to have a good time." And it's like, "Oh no, listen, we insist, no." And then they ended up, we ended up talking, whatever, and they said, "We can't let you pay because we need to leave our money at the bar so there's none left for our wives when we pass." I was like, "Damn!"
Wow.
These guys didn't just plan out their demise; they planned out their finances or lack thereof. I was floored, right? I don't know. It's tough watching your parents get older, Some of like my dad had a stroke recently, and he's fine, it's all is well, but he doesn't take medicine well, right? He's afraid of doctors. He's one of those typical guys, right? Like avoids the doctor like the plague, does his own maintenance on his car, rotates his own tires, changes his own oil. If the check engine light in his car comes on, he fixes it immediately by putting electrical tape on top of that check engine light. so we take him to the doctor, and the doctor comes in and he's like, "All right, your carotid is fully occluded. We need to go in and clear it out." And my dad immediately, he's like, what happens if I don't have the surgery? And the doctor goes, actually, and you ever hear somebody start a sentence with the word actually and not immediately wanted to punch them in the throat? You know, like it doesn't matter how right they are. And he goes, actually, the brain is really resilient. The other arteries will pick up the slack. He may get dizzy from time to time, but your dad should be fine. Did this doctor just put electrical tape on my dad's check engine light? It seems like the medical equivalent, right? I tried to use the whole experience to get my mom to get her stuff together. She's a lifelong smoker. And I said, Ma, look at Dad. You know, like he's going through all this. You know, you've been married for 42 years. You quit smoking. You could be married for 50, maybe even 60. And that's the first time I've really felt heard, because now she's up to 2 packs a day. I love that you guys like that joke, because I ran that one by my dad and it got a very mixed reaction. Half his face loved it.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, I'm looking at the clock. You know what, Gwen? Just for you, I'll do one more and then we'll close out the show. Mr. Legends gave me a piece of advice once when I was doing VR, and he was showing me that there's only 3 facial expressions you can do with your avatar.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is put 2 thumbs up and your avatar smiles. Put 2 thumbs down and your avatar frowns. But he showed me that the 2 sides are independent. So if you put 1 thumb up, and you want to get a good look at my face here, put 1 thumb up and 1 thumb down, your avatar does an impression of my dad. And that's my time, everybody. Mr. Legends, get on up here. Let's close it out.
Give it up for Big Wayne. Amazing. Amazing. Did you have a good time tonight?
I had a great time. Did you have a good time?
Okay.
I did. How about you guys? You like this?
Yes.
Yes, we should do this. The goal is to do this once per month, and of course, find new talent and people to join us. Hopefully, we get Sako here the next time, and maybe Chip too. So, thank you so much. You mind if I close this off?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, everybody. This is our show for tonight. Give it up one more time for all the comedians that you saw on stage. If you saw someone you really liked, follow them, support them, stalk them on their social media. Special thanks to Chewy Jeter for coordinating, Perk for helping, also Steven Seagal for producing, our announcer Kitchen Knife, Mama Jerry and Sid, our moderators, and big shout out to my partner in crime, Big Wayne. I'm Mr. Legends. It was super fun hanging out with you guys. We're going to stay here a little while if you want to chat, give us feedback, and we'll see you next time. Any last words, Wayne?
No, just keep on laughing and we'll keep on helping. All right?
Yes. Like Wayne says. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for coming into the Soapstone Comedy Club, and thank you for coming to Soapstone Comedy Live. For more amazing shows, be sure to follow our Discord, discord.gg/Soapstone. Everyone here at the Soapstone Comedy Club wishes you all a fantastic evening.